We have just witnessed one of the most unique trading days in the context of Indian equity investing. It was a regular Wednesday morning when we started trading the day, but because of the NSE outage from 11:40 a.m. right up till 3:30 p.m., there was a halt in the trade that we had. Let me just recap all the highlights that happened throughout the day. We started trading as per regular timings at 9:15 a.m. but at 10:08 we received multiple messages from across the market participants that we interact with, that the rates for Nifty as well as the Nifty Bank along with some of the other NSE indices were not updating. But at this point in time, the stock futures, the index futures along with the cash spot prices were updating as per normal, and there was no impact on the trading activities. However, all of a sudden at 11:40 a.m. NSE announced that a trading halt across all the segments would be in place at 11:40 a.m. And that was on account of faulty telecom lines that were communicated to them by their service providers. So 11:40 a.m. is when we halted trade, and up until 3:25 p.m. there was absolutely no communication received from the National Stock Exchange. In the meanwhile, the Bombay Stock Exchange was continuing to function as per normal timings as well as trading activity, and most of the brokers decided that in the interim, in case NSE does not resume its trading, all the intraday trades which were outstanding on the National Stock Exchange would be squared off using the BSE platform, and that is exactly what many of the brokers actually did. But to everyone's angst, National Stock Exchange announced at 3:25 p.m. that normal pre-open would resume at 3:30 p.m. and the trading for all the segments would resume at about 3:45 p.m. and we would have an extension of the trading hours right up to 5 p.m. and that is exactly what caused a lot of pain to a lot of traders, because had the communication come from NSE just in time, many of the brokers would not have squared up intraday positions for a lot of retail clients, and they would then be allowed to square up their positions once the market actually reopened. So that was the big impact that was there on the trading activity. I was just going through some of the large stocks and the price movements that they had. There are large FNO stocks that saw moves of more than 15%, 20%. That's the kind of volatility we saw in the last hour because of the brokers squaring off intraday positions. Now, this is not the first trading glitch that has happened in India or anywhere across the world, and with reasonable confidence I can say that this is not going to be the last glitch as well. In the last year itself, there has been multiple times that a glitch has happened. 19th of October 2020, you had the Euronext, which was halted because of a middleware issue. 9th of October 2020, you had the Bolsa Mexicana, which was halted because of a system outage. And 1st of October 2020 was the Tokyo Stock Exchange halt because of a hardware issue. 1st of July 2020, the Deutsche Börse was also halted because of a faulty software. So, this is not the first, and definitely looks like that this is not the last glitch, but clear communication from NSE would have saved pain to a lot of retail traders.